Hello there, this is Mike of the Mbadiwe.com. Welcome to Life Goal Solutions and welcome back to my channel and to yet another episode in my Mind Mastery series. This one is titled Why Ideas and Efforts Fulfill Dreams. I come to you with a profound sense of love from the depths of my being, born out of the intention to share my thoughts freely, just in case they resonate with anyone out there. As is customary with me, I asked Google to know what is the meaning of an idea, and as usual, the following answers returned. And of course, I quote, that an idea is a conception in the mind of something to be done, a plan of doing something, an intention, if you like. That an idea is a plan, suggestion, or possible course of action, a mental representation that is the product of creative imagination. On the other hand, effort is defined by Google as, and I quote again, physical or mental activity needed to achieve something, or an attempt to do something, an exertion of strength or power, whether physical or mental, in performing an act or aiming at an object, more or less strenuous. Having defined what an idea generally means, let us aim at shedding more light on its importance in reality creation and also draw some lessons from its definition. There are three things, I suppose, that connect with ideas in creating reality, and these are thoughts, images, and physical reactions empowered by such thought energy vibrations. In consideration of the fact that man, by this I mean humankind in general, is the only animal that received the gifts of mind and speech, which enable us to have a higher sense, psychologically called the sixth sense. It will be in order to suppose that thoughts, when concentrated on deliberately, giving birth to images of subjective creations of our imaginative minds. Such thought concentration on a particular desire form images or pictures of what we would like to realize in the physical, and then the mind sends instructions to the hands in physical responses to take action to bring into objective reality the ideas. Looking therefore at the relationships between thoughts, images, and physical active responses, you would see why the subjective or subject of this episode, titled Why Ideas and Efforts Fulfill Dreams, is necessary from my own experiences in the field of the man's subjective or subconscious in the creation of reality and of course of all human conditions. As much as ideas are creative, so are they also destructive. And therefore, everything created in the material world which appear to the human basic senses of sight and touch, to mention but a few, are born of ideas originating from the minds of men and women from the beginning of the human speaking level of existence. Let us at this point ask the question that I assume may be cropping up in your minds as you listen to this Ugelidanda. Forgive my vernacular. That was a figurative expression from the Igbo ancient language, expressing the light in the flow of information filtering in as this one is being written down. The question is, where do ideas come from? The answer to this question I looked up as usual on Google. Three forms of explanation came up in the fields of psychology, philosophy, and anthropology. Out of these three fields, and for the sake of not overwhelming us with information, let us take only the one from psychology. And the psychological explanation is as follows, and I quote, "For psychologists, ideas come from the brain, the mind. They are the product of synapses firing and connecting creative dots between thoughts and images and physical responses. The unconscious mind, where great ideas are thought to reside, also houses the bulk of our creative insights. Additionally, through the perspective of psychology, our own individual creativity grows exponentially when we are exposed to the creative ideas of others. Unquote. This psychological explanation of where ideas come from is exactly on point, but where I personally object to this is in the fact that ideas originate from the brain. From the mind, yes, I agree totally, because while the human brain is attached to his or her body, the human mind exists outside of his or her body. I believe that thoughts that bring about ideas come from the creative intelligence we call the Creator or God. The brain is but an electric adapter or transformer through which creative currents from the creative intelligence flow. Therefore, whatever situations we find ourselves in physically is a reflection of the kinds of ideas we choose to materialize, since thoughts are received in thousands by any mind daily, including when we are sleeping. Just as there are good ideas, so are bad ideas, in accordance with the law of duality in nature. So when positive good ideas come in, I believe two things happen in form of choices. We either choose to concentrate our vehicle called attention to it or allow it to pass. This is also the case with bad negative ideas. Success and dreams are fulfilled only when we combine the three items mentioned before, namely thoughts, images, and action in the form of physical reaction or response in acting to objectify that internal outcome envisaged by any idea. If we look at the past at different times in our lives, it will be evident that we had missed on a lot of ideas we received that would have changed our lives. Some of them that we missed, still floating in the ethereal matrix experience, are collected by some other persons to create some of the successes we see today. When an idea comes in, write it down, since our memories cannot be trusted in a quantum world where the mass mind is at war with human faculty. When you concentrate attention on these ideas, the images or pictures, if you like, would be formed of the final outcome. And then with speech and hands, in collaboration with the skills and ideas of other people, would be brought to reality. Then they become dreams fulfilled and are celebrated as long as they aid human development mentally and physically. And with that, we come to the very end of this short one. It is my sincere desire that this inspired episode titled "Why Ideas and Efforts Fulfill Dreams" get to you as intended, and may the grace of the source in her unquantifiable love be with us all till I come back to you in my next episode under my Mind Mastery series. Till then, thanks for watching, listening, commenting, subscribing, and dreaming, of course. From me, from here, it's good luck.